Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us again on the channel. Today we're exploring a deeply emotional story that's been capturing attention worldwide. Portia De Rossi has finally opened up following her unexpected divorce from DeGeneres. What truly unfolded behind the scenes of this famous couple, heartfelt revelations, and untold truths about love, heartbreak, and her path to self-discovery will be shared. Drop a comment with the number 1 to share your views and hear what Portia has to say about life after divorce and the meaningful lessons she's gained. Hello, I'm Portia, and this is my wife, Ellen. We've been together for 16 years and married for 12. The last time you appeared on the show, you surprised me on my birthday, something I never expected. The love story of Portia De Rossi and DeGeneres captured the world's attention. But now that the dust has settled, Portia is ready to share the truth about her journey after the divorce, heartfelt confessions, and surprising insights about love loss and moving forward. Portia De Rossi, born Amanda Lee Rogers, grew up in a small town in Victoria, Australia. Her life seemed ordinary until tragedy struck. Her father, Barry Rogers, passed away when she was just 9 years old. Losing her father at such a young age shattered Portia's world, leading to lifelong struggles with her identity and sense of belonging. Her mother, Margaret, a medical receptionist, became the family's sole provider after her father's death. Portia grew up in Grovedale, a suburb of Geelong, and appeared early in front of the camera through print and television advertisements. However, she often felt disconnected, like a young girl searching for herself amidst pain and uncertainty. At the age of 15, she decided to change her name to Portia De Rossi, inspired by a Shakespearean character and the Italian surname De Rossi. This was more than just a name change. It was her way of escaping the pain of her past, like shedding an old skin to become a new version of herself. Portia's acting career began with a small role in the film Sirens, 1994, but it wasn't until she moved to Los Angeles that she truly broke through. She worked hard to eliminate her Australian accent in order to fit into Hollywood. Her big success came in 1998 with the role of Nell Porter in Ally McBeal, which thrust her into the spotlight but also brought its own pressures. Portia kept her sexuality a secret, living in fear of being discovered in an industry that was not always accepting of those who were different. Although her career continued to grow with the role of Lindsay Bluth-Funke in Arrested Development 2003, her personal life was fraught with challenges. In 1996, Portia married filmmaker Mel Metcalf, but the marriage was a failed attempt to obtain a green card. They divorced in 1999, leaving her feeling lost and uncertain. From 2000 to 2004, she dated director Francesca Gregorini, but still feared publicly coming out due to concerns about judgment and backlash. It wasn't until 2004, when she met Ellen DeGeneres, that Portia found a new light in her life. Ellen, a prominent figure in the LGBTQ+ community, brought her a sense of peace she had never experienced before. In 2005, Portia publicly acknowledged her relationship with Ellen in interviews, finally shedding the heavy burden she had carried for so long. They got married in 2008 in Beverly Hills in an intimate ceremony. For Portia, it was a moment of stepping into the light after years of living in the shadows. However, she still faced struggles with body image and eating disorders, specifically anorexia and bulimia, that dated back to her time on Ally McBeal. In 2010, she opened up about these painful experiences in her autobiography, Unbearable Lightness: A Story of Loss and Gain, hoping to help others who were fighting similar battles. In 2018, Portia unexpectedly announced her retirement from acting, except for potential returns to Arrested Development. This decision marked a new chapter where she found peace in her love with Ellen and their shared passion for animal rights. Together, they supported various charities such as Locks of Love and the Gentle Barn. However, Portia also faced the darker side of fame. In 2017, she revealed a disturbing incident during an audition actor Steven Seagal had harassed her. By speaking out, she hoped to inspire other women. What do you think about Portia De Rossi's emotional journey and the challenges she has faced? Leave your thoughts in comment number 2 below to share your perspective on her story. Ellen DeGeneres also had a challenging journey. In 1973, at age 15, her parents' divorce shattered her world. Her mother, Betty, remarried Roy Grusendorf, and they moved to a small town in Texas, leaving Ellen's brother Vance with their father. Life in Texas brought no comfort, only more pain. Roy, who should have protected Ellen, abused her, exploiting her mother's breast cancer as an excuse for his wrongful actions. One night, when Roy tried to force his way into her room, Ellen fled, spending the night in a hospital to escape him. She kept this secret for years, and when she finally told her mother, Betty didn't believe her, staying with Roy for another 18 years, leaving Ellen to face the trauma alone. Despite her broken family, Ellen pressed forward. She graduated from Atlanta High School in 1976, but dropped out of college after one semester. To make ends meet, she took on various jobs, from selling clothes to waiting tables and bartending. In the smoky clubs of New Orleans, Ellen found her voice through comedy. In 1981, she became the MC at Clyde's Comedy Club, and by 1984, Showtime crowned her America's Funniest Person. Comedy became her armor, helping her overcome pain and connect with others. Ellen's career soared with the sitcom Ellen 1997, where she and her character came out as gay, making history, but sparking intense backlash. The show was canceled, but Ellen didn't give up. She returned with The Ellen Show 2001, though it didn't succeed. In 2003, The Ellen DeGeneres Show launched, becoming an American television icon with her warmth and humor. However, rumors of a toxic workplace in 2020 brought criticism. Ellen took responsibility, expressing disappointment and vowing to make changes. "I'm not perfect," she said, "but I'm trying." In July 2024, Ellen shocked the world by announcing her complete retirement from showbiz. "This is the last time you'll see me," she said, closing an era. The woman who made millions laugh for decades stepped away from the spotlight. Ellen's financial success was remarkable. In 2020, Forbes estimated her earnings at $84 million, ranking her the 12th highest-paid entertainer globally. In 2015, her net worth reached $370 million, and she was named the 50th most powerful woman in the world. On social media, Ellen's influence was massive. In 2018, she had 76 million Twitter followers and 55.8 million on Instagram. By November 2023, her Twitter following slightly dropped to 75 million, but her Instagram skyrocketed to 139 million, cementing her as a top global influencer. Off-screen, Ellen is a huge NFL fan, cheering for the New Orleans Saints and Green Bay Packers. She once showed up at a Saints practice dressed as Packers legend Don Hutson, showcasing her humor and knack for self-deprecation. But behind these lighthearted moments, Ellen's personal life remained full of challenges. In 1997, Ellen came out as gay, a decision that shook her career and personal life. The ensuing media storm caused significant harm, but her mother, Betty, though initially shocked, later became a staunch supporter of Ellen and LGBTQ+ rights. From 1997 to 2000, Ellen dated actress Anne Heche, followed by photographer Alexandra Hedison until 2004. However, her relationship with Portia De Rossi truly shaped the next chapter of her life. Portia and Ellen first met in 2000 at a Hollywood event. At the time, Ellen was already a renowned comedian and talk show host, openly gay in a world that wasn't fully accepting. Portia, an up-and-coming actress, kept her sexuality hidden, fearing it would harm her career. There was a spark between them, but Portia wasn't ready. It wasn't until 2004, when both were single, that they began dating. Ellen, openly proud, helped Portia navigate her journey to living authentically. "I had built walls," Portia said, "and Ellen was the first person who made me feel safe enough to let them down." When their relationship became the center of attention, Ellen and Portia emerged as icons of love, especially for the LGBTQ+ community. Ellen was at the peak of her career, while Portia gained recognition for her role in Arrested Development. They were often seen hand in hand, sharing an undeniable closeness. In 2008, after California legalized same-sex marriage, Ellen proposed to Portia in a private moment at home. Their wedding was simple yet beautiful, attended by close friends and family. They exchanged vows to stand by each other forever, a triumph not only for them, but also for those who admired them. Though their marriage appeared perfect from the outside, Ellen and Portia faced significant challenges. The growing pressure from Ellen's career strained them both. By 2014, rumors of a rift surfaced. Constant scrutiny and the expectation for Ellen to always be on and cheerful exhausted them. Portia, who had long battled eating disorders, struggled to live in Ellen's shadow. She yearned to carve out her own space, but that was difficult beside someone as famous as Ellen. Ellen's relentless work hours left Portia feeling lonely even when they were together. In 2018, Ellen considered ending the Ellen DeGeneres show. She was exhausted by the pressure to always be cheerful. "I'm just tired," she confessed to Portia. In that moment, it seemed things might change. Portia supported the idea, hoping they could spend more time together and mend their growing rift. But ultimately, Ellen renewed her contract, and the distance between them widened. Then the 2020 pandemic hit, changing everything. Ellen faced accusations of fostering a toxic work environment. The media storm was relentless, with the scandal dominating headlines. Portia publicly stood by Ellen, but the strain within their family was immense. The stress from the controversy, combined with existing cracks in their relationship, began to take a toll. They argued more frequently. Ellen, always determined to control her public image, started imposing that same need for control at home, leading to conflicts. They tried therapy, attempting to talk through and patch the gaps that had formed over the years, but their efforts fell short. The love that once felt strong and unshakable had become fragile. Ellen's relentless focus on her career and Portia's growing sense of isolation created an insurmountable distance. Ultimately, they couldn't save their marriage. After years of trying, they faced the painful truth: the passionate love they once shared wasn't enough to hold them together. They still cared for each other, no doubt about that. But sometimes, care isn't enough. Sometimes love isn't enough to overcome life's challenges. "We tried," Portia quietly said after the divorce, "but some things are too broken to fix." Their once fairy tale-like love story didn't end with fireworks, but with a quiet, emotional goodbye. Behind the dazzling spotlight of hit TV shows and onstage smiles, the love story of Ellen DeGeneres and Portia De Rossi is a complex symphony filled with joy, tears, sacrifices, and lessons in growth. They were once an admired model of same-sex love and an icon for the LGBTQ+ community, but they also faced private challenges few could have anticipated. Ellen DeGeneres, with a career spanning decades, is a woman who reshaped the landscape of American talk shows. She brought audiences not only laughter, but also warmth, empathy, and a message of self-acceptance. However, that glittering career came with immense unseen pressure. Offstage, Ellen was meticulous about maintaining her positive public image. Yet the constant pressure to appear cheerful and perfect in front of millions gradually took its toll. Interviews and articles have revealed that Ellen struggled deeply to balance her public persona with her true emotions. Portia was not only Ellen's partner, but also a talented actress with her own challenging journey. Born in Australia, Portia endured numerous childhood hardships and sought her true self through name changes, career roles, and personal transformations. Her relationship with Ellen marked the most significant turning point in that tumultuous journey. Like Ellen, Portia faced pressures from her career and public scrutiny, especially standing beside someone as famous as Ellen. She once shared the difficulties of maintaining her independence and unique identity while constantly being under the spotlight and compared to her partner. When they went public with their relationship, Ellen and Portia were more than just a couple. They became symbols of courage and pride. They overcame societal prejudices, asserting their right to love and live authentically. Their 2008 wedding in Beverly Hills was a significant milestone not only for them but also for the global LGBTQ+ community. In the early years of their marriage, Ellen and Portia were widely seen as a happy couple building a home together and supporting each other's careers. They frequently appeared on TV shows and major events, showcasing their harmony and genuine affection. However, no one could fully see the challenges they faced. The pressures of their careers, relentless media attention, and constant rumors gradually wore down their relationship. Portia repeatedly faced mental health challenges, particularly long-standing eating disorders, which she described as an unending battle. Standing beside a star like Ellen sometimes made her feel overshadowed and stripped of her own identity, leading to feelings of loneliness even when with the person she loved. Ellen, too, wasn't spared her own crises, from the pressure to maintain her public image to allegations of a toxic work environment on her show. These storms led to frequent tension, arguments, and exhaustion between them. At one point, Ellen considered ending her show to focus more on family, but her career kept pulling her back. The years 2018 to 2020 were arguably the toughest for them. When the toxic workplace scandal erupted, public and media pressure reached a fever pitch. Portia struggled to maintain her privacy while standing by Ellen during her most challenging moments. Differences in how they handled stress, coupled with Ellen's intense focus on work, widened the gap between them. They tried multiple times to seek therapy and talk through their issues to mend the cracks, but their individual struggles were too overwhelming, rendering those efforts less effective than hoped. The love story of Ellen DeGeneres and Portia De Rossi is a vivid testament to the complexities of modern life. It's not just a tale of fame and media pressure, but also a lesson in being true to oneself, the power of love, and the necessity of forgiveness and letting go. For the LGBTQ+ community, they were once icons of courage and pride, inspiring countless people worldwide to live authentically. And though they are no longer together, the values and messages they shared will endure. There's no denying that Ellen DeGeneres is one of the most influential television figures in the world. From her image as a friendly, humorous host to an active social advocate, she has inspired multiple generations. Her personal brand has grown diversely, encompassing her TV show lifestyle brand and charitable efforts, contributing to raising awareness about numerous social issues. Portia De Rossi, though not as famous as Ellen, has also left a mark on the public with her acting career and inspiring life story. She represents those who struggle with themselves, overcoming challenges to rediscover their true identity and find genuine happiness. The journey of Ellen DeGeneres and Portia De Rossi is a complex tale of love and modern life, moments of triumph, silent pain, sacrifices, and tough decisions. They were once icons of courage and pride, but they also faced their own limitations and external pressures. Their story isn't a fairy tale with a perfect ending, but a testament that even the most passionate love requires balance, harmony, and patience. When those elements fade, letting go can also be a form of love. They will always cherish the memories, laughter, and joyful moments. After years of trying, Ellen and Portia chose separate paths. Their story closed with the same grace and gentleness that defined their time together. They loved deeply, but sometimes that isn't enough. Even the most intense love is tested by personal struggles and external pressures. Portia and Ellen shared countless moments of happiness, support, and love, but some wounds never fully heal. Perhaps the best way to heal is to let go. What do you think about Ellen and Portia's story? Is love or career the greater challenge? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more authentic and emotional stories.